YouTube, welcome back. Here we are again. Another exciting episode of Yes Chef. I'm your host, Big Chef Dro, and I know what you're thinking. You saw the title. That's right. We're going to get into some octopus. But don't let it scare you. It's real easy to do. Luckily, you have a friend like me that's going to show you how to do it. And enjoy it for that matter. Let's cook. Okay, so here it is. We have the octopus, the star of the show. So this one is really cleaned up. The beak is out. The eyes are out. As you can see, these are where the eyes are, right here. And the beak is usually right up under here. That is also going out. This is a small one, not as small as I've cooked, but it's like a medium size. And this is what they call the head right here. So what I'm going to do while before I start cooking, I'm going to take this head and turn it inside out. From what I understand, it cooks better this way. Some people cut it off because this tends to get done before the rest of it. So like I said, it's a medium size. I think the tentacles are a little longer than I really would like them to be, but it is what it is. So please, folks, don't be afraid of the octopus. When it's cooked, it's not slimy. When it comes out of the ocean, it's slimy, but they clean it up. And how they do that is they use very coarse salt to get all of the slime off. So there's no sliminess to it at all. I know it may look like that, but there's no sliminess to it at all. And this is very, very easy to cook. And we're going to show you that right now. So let's go over the ingredients. Very simple, very easy. It's pretty much just drop and go. So I'm going to use my white truffle oil on this because, of course, I love my truffle oil and I'm very interested in how the flavor is going to come out with the truffle oil. I also have some fresh garlic cloves that I smashed open. I have the tricolored or quad colored peppers, which consist of pink, white, black, and green peppers, the peppercorns. I have some coarse salt that I'm going to pour in there. I have a cup of red wine. You can use white wine. A dry wine is preferred when it comes to octopus, but I'm going to use red, and it's a very cheap Cabernet, very cheap, about $2 or $3 a bottle. I have the Italian parsley over here. Let me get this out of the way so you can see what's going on. So I have the Italian parsley. I have the cilantro. I have 1 orange, 1 lemon, 1 lime. I also have 2 bay leaves. I have a few sprigs of thyme. Also a sprig of rosemary. I'm going to drop that in. 1 whole yellow onion, which is known as Spanish onion. I have some celery. I think it was 2 stalks that I cut up. And then I have some orange and red pepper. Now, when it comes to octopus, you can use whatever type of aromatics you want, whatever type of citrus or herbs that you want. It's really up to you. This is what I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of that in the pot. And once that's done, I'm going to bring this pot up to a boil before I put the octopus in. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding everything into the pot right now. So everything is in. I squeezed the citrus off in there and just put the rest of it in there with it. So I'm going to get this up to the boil. And once it does that, we'll be right back. Okay, so I got the water up to boil. I let it calm down a little bit because you don't want your octopus boiling. So Once I got it down to where it's not boiling, I'm going to go ahead and get this octopus. Now, the trick to this is you want to dump the octopus in 3 times. You want to count to 3 every time you dump it in, because you don't want to put it all the way in, because if you do, the tentacles will fold all the way up to the body, and you don't want that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go in for this one. One, 2, 3. As you see, it's starting to curl a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for just a little curl. You don't want it to curl all the way up to here. And then you can just go ahead and drop it off in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let this cook on low for about 20 minutes. And then once it's done, we'll see what it looks like. I have the octopus ready. I had it on low for about, I had it for about 20 minutes. I had the octopus on low for about 20 minutes. It's ready to come out. Obviously, it has shrunk a lot. So I'll go ahead and take it out. Put it in this pan. Okay, so this is the finished product. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour some oil over it, just so it doesn't dry out. Some of that good truffle oil. And I'll let it come down to room temperature. And once it does that, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. And then we will be back tomorrow to put this bad boy on the grill. All right, YouTube, we're back with the octopus that we have previously cooked. It's been in the refrigerator overnight. Put a little olive oil on it before we put it in there. So what we're going to do with that beautiful octopus is we are going to make an octopus salad. And we are going to also incorporate a nice smoky citrus vinaigrette to go with it. So let me go over everything that you see here and explain to you what I'm going to do. And then we'll get into the construction of this. So we have the smoky mustard that I love, the anime smoky mustard, which is going to go into the vinaigrette. I have 100% Spanish olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I thought the Spanish olive oil would be a really nice flavor to go with the octopus. And I have a quarter of an orange just for a little sweetness and to take a little bit of the acidity from the whole lime that I have. That's going to also go into the vinaigrette. And then some freshly chopped, finely chopped Italian parsley. And so that is what is, and also some dash of salt just for taste. So that's how I'm going to create the vinaigrette. Now, as for the salad itself, of course, it's going to include the octopus. I have some peppers here. I have red, green, and orange peppers. I'm going to grill those and julienne cut them to go along into the salad. I also have an avocado, which I'm also going to grill as well. I'll probably make that the base of the salad, meaning I'll layer it on the plate and then add everything on top of it. And then we have here some heirloom cherry tomatoes. You got your orange, you got your yellows, your reds, and your seemingly purple. Okay. And also some salt and pepper is going to go into that. I'm going to add a little bit of this smoked paprika in there as well. And then I'll finish everything off with some fresh basil, which is going to absolutely bring a terrific taste to the finished project. So I'm just going to start breaking everything down and getting everything together. I'm going to start by cutting up the octopus. Okay, so let's get into the deconstruction of this octopus. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this head off. And now, so there is a lot of gelatinous texture inside of this head. And so what I will do is I'll clean it out and then maybe stuff it with something. I'm going to keep the head for myself because that head is absolutely delicious. And then I'm just going to start taking the tentacles and just cutting them off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just take these and put them in a bowl. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit of this Spanish olive oil on the octopus. Go ahead and add some salt. And some pepper, and this pepper I'm gonna turn it all the way so it's real fine. I don't really want the chunks in there. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and stir that in there. Okay, so now that I have it nice and incorporated with the salt, pepper, and the olive oil, I'll go ahead and just drop these peppers in there and let them kind of get a little coated as well. I'll actually probably add a little bit more of the olive oil and maybe just a tash bit of salt, so that when those get on the grill, they can get some type of grill marks on them as well. Okay, so I have the avocados peeled. I'm going to cut them pretty thick so that I'm able to hold them together as I grill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some more of the Spanish olive oil. I'll just put that in there. I'll squeeze a little bit of this lime juice in there, and then let's get that mixed around. Put a little salt. A little pepper. Let's get that incorporated. Just a little bit more of avocado. Or, I'm sorry, all right, I added just a little bit more of the olive oil. So I'm going to cut these sides off, and I'm going to cut them nice and thick. Okay, now I'll go ahead and place these in the oil mixture. And when you do this, you want to be ready to go with these because, of course, avocados do brown. So you want to kind of get this together and kind of be ready to get it onto the grill. Okay, so as far as the vinaigrette is going to go, so this is what we'll do. We'll add some of the Spanish olive oil. Add in some salt to taste. Fine pepper. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite anime smoky mustard. And this is the Robert Rothschild. Then I'll go ahead and add the fresh chopped, finely chopped Italian parsley to that. And I'll go ahead and juice this quarter of, and I'll use the remainder of this one that I used for the avocado. Just get the rest of that off in there. All right, so I'll just go ahead and put the top on this. Mix it up real good. Go ahead and give it a little taste. Absolutely outstanding. So I have the vegetables on, and I'll go ahead and start adding the octopus. Now, you want to get your grill nice and hot, so I got this up to about 500 degrees before I started putting the octopus on. So you want that nice and hot so you can get that nice char. So you're going to get some flare-ups because of the oil, but if you know how to work the grill, it should be fine. Okay, we're back. The octopus has been grilled, nicely charred, really tender, and I think this is going to be a good one. Here are the peppers that we grilled as well. Okay, so I have the octopus chopped. I have the grilled bell peppers, and I'll go ahead and start adding my tomatoes. I'll go ahead and add some of the dressing in here. Then I'll add some smoked paprika. And I'm going to cut up, just roughly chop some of these fresh basil leaves. And then I'll just put a little bit in there. Give that a nice little stir. And then I'm going to go ahead and plate this bad boy up. Finish it off with some basil, and we'll get right into the taste testing. Okay, here we are. We have the completed project. It's all done, ready to go, and I'm ready to dig in. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get a bit of everything here. I'm going to go ahead and dig into this real nice. That's even better than I thought. Wow. All this mixes so well together. And just with the basil on top, brings everything together. Brings out a different dynamic in this. This is really good. This is really good. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the content that you just saw. Go ahead and hit subscribe. You'll stay informed with everything that we're doing on this channel. And until the next video, we're going to continue to bring the flavor. Peace.